Well, hello everyone. Good day, good day, good day to you all. I am here in the midst of a whole bunch of stuff I got going on, so I figured why not film and share it with you guys. I was cleaning out my graphic novel collection. Some stuff in there that's just been sitting and sitting and sitting. And I've always been like a great mystery or horror fan. And it's okay if it's something is creepy and mysterious and ominous, but I don't want anything evil. So I just was looking through my collection to see if there was anything that the Holy Spirit wanted me to get rid of. So there was this one huge comic book that I paid a nice amount of money for, and I know it's worth a ton now. And I guess I just trashed it. I didn't donate it, didn't give it to nobody. I just trashed it. So I was kind of looking through, seeing what else I might be able to clean out. And I came across these 3 books. And these are childhood favorites of mine that I was gifted, you know, a long time ago and have kept throughout the years. But my favorite is The Pilgrim's Progress. And I remember when I was dealing with social anxiety disorder, and I remember comparing myself to this man that Christian came upon, and this man insists on living in this cage, right? And I remember when I first read it, and I didn't think nothing of it, but then after I got older, it came back to my memory, because somebody said, you've created a prison for yourself where you're the warden and you're the guard and you're the prisoner. And it just put me in the mind of this right here. So I was using, so I was on the internet rather, and this is not a cage, this is a sanctuary. And I was just sharing how I compared myself to that situation, in a way, you know, being a reclusive, being introverted, and not putting myself out there, not opening myself up to people or to get hurt. You know what I mean? I got valid reasons. You know, I'm doing what I need to do to protect my peace. And recently someone wanted to invade my space, and I didn't want to hurt them, you know, but I had to just be as polite as I could and let the Lord season my words. And so I was having a conversation, and that had came up, and this is just so pretty, and I love this. So I'm gonna laminate it out in the living room and just hang it up. I like it because it's like, this is not a cage, it is a sanctuary. And so I'm working on changing my mindset and not saying, hey, you live in a cage, because you don't live in a cage. It's your sanctuary. So I love that positive perspective. You do what you have to do to protect your peace, you know. So I thank God for the help that he has provided for me to help me, you know, in realizing things and having some mental clarity about things, you know. So I thank and praise God for technology and the help that you can get from it. So I'm going to hang this up on my wall right by where I have the little note about keeping a loving distance, keep conversations light, don't keep it too close to your skin, you know, the radiation that we get from cell phones, because I have been using my cell phone more than normal lately. So I'm trying to be mindful of radiation, but I just love this. I made this my lock screen. Just love it, love it. So I thought I'd just share that with you guys. Right now I am changing my cell phone cases, and I am going to use this one. That's why you see all this stuff on my desk. And I got this from, what do you call it? Amazon. Yeah. So in here I just keep all of my tech stuff. Headphones, a fan, a little portable fan. There's my screen wiper. And so I like this, like that a lot. I have to use these because I have to protect the outer screen, because I've had this phone has been ran over by a van in a car. This phone has been dropped face down when I didn't have a cover over it. This phone has been through a lot. It's got so many cracks in it. Most of the cracks are in the back, but after it dropped face down when I was feeding the cats, because I didn't have it on my wrist, it was in my pocket, and it slipped out, it fell flat. So it's like, wow, my screen is cracked. So I know I need to go and get a new screen. It's AT&T stores right across the street. I'm really thinking about doing it, but my phone is a Note 9. It's old, you know, and it's like, if it's going to cost a lot of money to have my screen replaced or to even have the backing replaced, I don't want to do it because the phone is already so old. Pretty soon, it won't even be getting security updates. So that's something I got to look into. Let me write myself a little note here. AT&T store. And I want for repairs. And I need, and the rule, y'all, those repairs got to be all, they got to just take a couple hours. I can't be without my phone, you know, and I definitely don't trust people. All right, so tonight we are going to get into this journal. I saw this sitting on the shelf, feeling neglected. So this came from a shop in Etsy. If you look in my journaling happy mail, you'll see that this is where I got this. It ended up, it was supposed to be for something else, and I ended up not using it for the purpose that it was for because it wasn't the perfect fit. You know, I tell y'all, everybody's definition of B6 slim or B6 is not the same. I'm serious. I'm telling you the truth. All right, so in here, I was thinking, what about decorating, putting something on here? And I don't know what yet. So I figured we can just go through it together. This is a book that is, well, kind of almost done. Nah, never mind. Nah, it is nowhere near almost done. I still got some stuff that I want to do. But tonight, I was just thinking about just doing that. You know, just putting putting something on there just for fun. You know, no big deal. So welcome to the channel, y'all. This is a chatty channel. This is an amateurish channel. Nobody's got any high-tech gadgets. You know, I don't even have a ring light. None of that. I'm just a 56-year-old woman who is using this to share her thoughts and feelings and to not let her brain rot. That is the best way to explain that, to not let her brain rot. Having something. All right, so what I'm thinking is, you know what, instead of these little, and all of these books I got here, they need to be sorted and put in and see what's going to go in the stash and what's not. And right now, this is not going to happen. I have been too busy to even update my stash. I started, though. I did start, and I have been working on it. But for the most part, I would have to say that I still think everything's organized. Don't get me wrong. It's just that I need to start using some things. All right. I don't want to bump the table here. All right, so let's see what we have here. Okay, so no, don't want to use that. Oh, Snoopy! These are all animals. All right, let's try the animals. Let's see, what do we have here? Oh, we have animals and sayings. So let's work with that tonight and see what we can come up with. All right, let me lift up just to make sure that everything is in. So it's a little hard for me because when I zoom out, I have to keep standing up to make sure that everything is. All right, so that's, all right, so let me sit back down again. Y'all, it's work just to make a video. Good night. All right, so we are going to see what in the world we want to use. And first of all, I was thinking I need to take this out of here. All right, it's kind of tight because I don't want to put stickers. All right, we got it. All right, so let me see. Tiny little things. All right, let me just make sure you guys can see. All right, I can see, if I can see my hands moving around, then you and I should be good. All right, so, oh, that is cute. These are so cute. Oh, look at that. And then we have Snoopy. And we have some more little kitty cats. All right, so, aw, that is so adorable. All right, we're just gonna have us a little cluster here. And when this book is completed, it might be discarded. It really might be. I don't know. More than likely it will be. And whatever pages I feel are precious, then what I will do is I will tear those pages out. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have some, he restores my soul. Gosh, yes, he does. He restores my soul. Grace upon grace. Amen and amen. Let's see, what else do we have here? And I believe this came from Amber Plans Her Day. You can do this. That's kind of cute. How about Be Happy? That's a good one. That's a cutie. Cutie patootie, as somebody I know would say. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. Amen, y'all. Ain't that the truth? It is. And you're doing great. Let's work with that for a little bit. And this says, awake my soul and sing. That would be great. Right down there on the bottom. All right, let's try that and see. I can't promise you guys that this video is going to be less than 15 minutes. I can't promise you that, but I will try to not be long-winded. That's like me saying I'm going to try not to be myself. That is seriously, that is me saying, you know what? I'm not going to be able to be myself. Oh, Lord. And you got to be yourself, right? You got to be yourself. If you can't do anything else, you got to be yourself. All right, so let me make sure you guys can see that. So look at that. Let me see if I can turn my flash on. Nope, still won't let me put my flash on. So there we go. All right, so I'll just, you know, move this thing up and down. So to keep me from standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down. All right, so let me keep on moving. All right, so I like awake my soul and sing. Let's see, how about, is this cat sleeping? Stretching it, playing with its tail. All right. All right, let me see if I can pull this off without using... My nails are getting old, guys. I need to do something about them. But the nails that I have, I always dip because I like to feel that they are very, very, very secure. So even though I might use these nails, I'm gonna dip them, you know, and then put the gloss, the gel gloss over it. All right, so let's see about, all right, hope you can see that. That is just so cute. It's just so cute. All right, how about, I've been wanting to do this for a while. So I'm going to finally do it. All right, so I'm gonna put that in the trash. And I think where could that go? Let me scoot down just in case. All right, we'll put it there. And we'll put this little girl. I think this is another one of the okay, so you guys should be able to see that. All right, and let me see. Be Happy could go in the center, or we could put He Restored. No, I think Be Happy is what yeah, I think that's what's gonna work. Yeah, Be Happy. So y'all, lately I have excuse me. Sorry y'all, it's drink time. I'm sorry, and tonight we have more hibiscus tea with just a little piece of a popsicle that was in there. And I just made some more of that ice, just like I had the other night. Ah, that's so good. Whew. All right. My throat feels a little better now. All right. How about we put this little husky thing? Oh. Since we already have a cat, how about we put this little dog right here? All right, I'm liking it. I am. I'm liking it. Okay, there's another cat. Or we could put another dog. Let's do another dog. Let me check. Yeah, let's do another dog. So I have to call Walgreens in the morning because my doctor hooked me up with mega refills and they had problems on their app, and all of a sudden, y'all, my medicine was gone. Can you imagine? You go to the Walgreens app and you're ready for you want to check your auto refills, and everything has disappeared. Everything is gone. Like somebody hacked my prescriptions. Ooh, y'all, I was scared. The first reaction was a pounding heart. And then I was like, but you know what? Psalm 91, Jesus is in control of my life, and I am not going to let this get me. This is internet. This is technology. I will call the store in the morning, call the pharmacy in the morning, and say, hey, I need you to tell me what's going on. Because I love Walgreens. Their service is excellent, and I just don't want nothing going wrong. All right, so how about you are doing great, but at an angle right there. All right, I like that. So yeah, guys, I noticed that a lot of planner people that I always watch or used to watch are not making as many videos anymore. I know it's summer, warm weather, and people are just not doing it, but I noticed this before it got warm. Like changes, things happening in people's lives, and I just been noticing it. I used to love watching Nellie from Be Planner Happy. I think that she has the most outstanding planner layouts with the ugliest stickers, and she can take those ugly stickers, some of the ugly stickers, I mean, not all, but I'm just saying some of those ugly stickers, those juvenile stickers, and she can create a most profound masterpiece. That woman has got creativity, talent up the butt. I'm telling you, she's good to go. And I just love what she comes up with. And you know what else I noticed, y'all? Tell me if you don't know what I'm talking about. Do you notice how all of these other planner women, okay, like Robin and Amber and even Heather, Amanda, just the list goes on, even Mojo, they never use date covers. Did you notice that? I've talked about that before. But Nellie at Bee Planner Happy, she always uses date covers. She uses brand new numbers. She uses the Monday through Fridays. She never just leaves it plain. And everybody else will come up with these beautiful spreads, right? But they never complete the spread. Lori Dean, she's another one. And they never complete the spread with it's complete when you put them date covers on there. when you redo the numbers. Now, Lori Dean does it sometimes, but some people, they just don't do it. And I have asked them, why do you never do that? And I never got a reply. Sometimes I would get a reply. So, well, that's a good suggestion. I'll think about it, you know. But I think it's a thing that you just don't touch the Monday through Friday. I don't know. But if I were doing planners, if I was doing the vertical layout with the planners, I would definitely be like Nellie at Bee Planner Happy. But I don't, my planners, I use the old horizontal, and even then I still do the date covers over the Monday through Friday stuff. So yeah, that was just something I noticed. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, why is that? Is it considered a waste of your Monday through Fridays? Is it considered a waste of your stickers? And you only save that for when you're literally like redating? I don't know. Everybody's got their preference, and I'm not judging anyone. It's just something that I noticed, and I was just wondering, is that a thing? Because I love when they have the bold days of the week. Okay, so I am done with this. I'm glad to see that it's stuck on there really good. So I like how I did that. All right, so let us try to get this back in here without ripping this, because this is a Midori. I think it's a Midori or imitation Midori. Okay, so there we go. That's cute. That's vibrant, and I've been meaning to do this for a long time. So let's just kind of thumb through. Let me just make sure y'all can see me. All right, so let me just thumb through here and push this up just to make sure, so I don't have to keep jumping up and sitting down, jumping up and sitting down. And I don't think, but see, I got this thing up, zoomed out so high, it doesn't matter what where my chair level is. So it is all good with me. All right, as long as you guys can see, that's what matters, as long as you can see. All right, so I think this would be, that would be cute right there. It's not really matchy-matchy, but I think it's cute. I don't think it's clashy. It don't, for me, y'all, it don't have to be completely matchy-matchy, but I don't want it to be clashy either. You know, and I know I have some books that I kind of messed up and they clashed. So, you know, they're out in the living room, out in the dining room, rather. All right, so he restores my soul. And Jazzy, sweet Jazzy, Jasmine, Jazz, you made a comment on your video, one of your videos, that you had deleted, if you're watching, that you had deleted you made a video and you deleted it. And you said that the reason why you deleted it was because you felt like you were talking too much. Let me tell you something. Anybody that has half a brain would love to hear you talk. You have a beautiful English British accent, Your voice is soothing. You don't have four or five frogs living in your throat like I do. And honestly, I could listen to you. You don't have to have, you know, I would have enjoyed your stuff, your talking, you know. I know some people don't like it. You got a mixture, so it is what it is, you know. You've got some people who like 15-minute videos, and you've got some people who like 40-minute videos or an hour video. It all depends on what I think the person is doing. You know, if they're just laid back and they're just chilling, then yeah, they probably don't mind if your video is a little longer. But if they're just like trying to get through for whatever reason, because they got too much in their watch later, there it is. I got some battery life. All right, so the flash is on. You know, so you can't please everybody, so just please yourself. And remember that if your content, you know, you're a good content creator. You're way better than me. Matter of fact, what type of cell phone do you use to get that full zoom? I know your phone is probably newer than mine, and it's obviously that you have a wider camera angle than I do. So let me know in the comments if you're watching, what camera are you using? Is it on your cell phone? You know, I'm just curious. All right, so my light just went back out again. That was weird. That was absolutely weird. All right. All right, so this isn't matching any of this. Not at all, not at all, not at all. All right. All right, let's put it there. And this is this little beachy vibe. Put her. So yeah, Jazzy, don't delete your video, just like you told me. I'm glad you didn't delete your video. Well, Jazzy, I don't want you to delete your video either. I don't want you to delete your video either. All right. So yeah, but I know that I get long-winded and I get caught up in talking. So I really want to try to, you know, not have 45-minute long videos or hour videos. I really don't, because I don't want to bore you guys. I don't want to lose you guys. And I know that there have been times when I have, which is understandable. There's a lady that I watch. Every time she puts out a video, it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour long. And she does the planner stuff. But I mean, you know, it's all good. Don't bother me. Sometimes I wish it was a little bit shorter. But then again, sometimes it don't bother me at all. So it's nothing but a thing. All right, so that is cool. So I feel like writing. I know we got plenty of pages left to decorate, but I want to, I never did put my name there, so let me just do that. Let's see, did I? I don't think I did. Oh, there's the page. So what I want to put here is I'm just going to put, you know, my favorite word, Jesus. So I'm going to do that again. It's my favorite word. Jesus. Joy. Jesus joy. Yeah, I like that. Jesus joy. I wonder if it's raining outside, y'all, because I hear rain. And I don't know, it might be in my TV, you know. So I'm going to draw me some little flowers. And put that in there. I'm not very good at drawing that though, but I wonder if I do this first and then do that. Okay. But I keep going back to doing it that way. So I hope that you guys are having a good day. I really and truly do. And I want to thank you all, every single one of you all, for your comments, your encouragement, your support, your positive energy, you know, looking out for me, helping me to better myself. I am grateful. Totally, totally grateful. Every day is a learning thing. Oh. Y'all remember the Addams Family when that movie came out and they were all moving out of the house? I remember I went to the movies with a girlfriend of mine, and I remember saying, oh wow, even Thing had some things. Remember, Thing had a little red wagon and Thing was pulling his belongings. Oh man. So whenever sometimes I say, oh, it's a thing, I think of Thing and how I said that in the movie. I mean, I just burst out and said it out loud. Oh wow, even Thing had some things. Oh, and everybody was cracking up. It was funny, but it was just me being me, you know. I always had that free spirit, you know. All right, so let me just make sure that you guys, okay, can see me. All right, and this says gratitude. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to write down some things that I was grateful for. And I'm grateful for my subscribers, because you guys help me, you know, and you encourage me, and you, like, you guys look out for me. Jody's always there to let me know what I need to do, and, you know, and Cherie and Tawana are always cheering me on. And so, I mean, I got a good family, you know, I really do. I have a good family of subscribers who could have left negative comments or who could have gave me thumbs down, and they just stuck in there with me. And I'm grateful for every last one of y'all, Jazzy and I mean, just all of y'all, and your love and support. You know, women can be nasty. You know how we are. You know how it is on Venus. You know how it is. So cheers to you, and cheers to all my male subscribers if you happen to be watching something like this. So I'm grateful. And lessons learned. And I do mean lessons learned, y'all. And the last thing I want to is the extended grace. I messed up my G. Extended grace of God, or from God. So, and that's a definite XO right there, and a heart. And so yeah, I definitely wanted to write that down. Let's put a little heart, color it in a little bit. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. All right, so I don't have my, let me see, time. What is that? Health related. And that was a prayer. I can't even read my own handwriting. It's so sloppy right there. You can tell what mood I'm in by how my handwriting is. So I still got a lot of pages here that I need to decorate. And that is a thrill for me, because that is therapy. Look at all of that. And I really like how that turned out. Don't know if you guys can see, but I really liked how that turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end the video here. And I am going to see y'all in the next video. God bless you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And just putting up with me. I mean, seriously, just putting up with me and my flaws. That's what I'm saying. Putting up with me and my flaws. All right, guys. God bless you. And I will see y'all, God willing, in the next video.